Tom, we are sending you to PAX this week.
Yeah.
And what I want to know is, what games are you planning to see at PAX? Why are you looking forward to them? And what can our viewers at home look forward to seeing?
Oh man, so much. PAX East is going to be huge this weekend. I think one of the main things I'm really excited to actually go hands-on with is a game called Pit People. Mm-hmm. It's the new game from Behemoth, the people that did Castle Crashers and those games. And
right.
It's kind of a different style game for them. It's a turn-based strategy game, like kind of hex-based. Still the same kind of cartoony art style. They got Stamper back, who's the guy who did all the voices for Battleblock Theater, so it's got that same mentality, that same silliness to it. But it's interesting. It's because you assign all of your units' attacks and movements at once, and then you hit go, and they all play out, and then your opponents do the same.
Oh, so it's like a simultaneous resolution phase.
Yeah. But then you also have like a world map to explore. It's just like a really weird kind of game for them to be making, and I'm super excited to actually see what it feels like to play.
Well, it seems good because a lot of these digitized board games can get kind of boring if they don't have interesting art or a sense of humor behind them. That's something they're really known for. So.
Yeah, something they're really good at too.
Sounds good. What else?
Continuing, I guess, the turn-based strategy RPG, that's mostly what I'm excited to play. I'm really excited to play Divinity Original Sin 2 again. Larian came to the offices a while back when they were first announcing the Kickstarter for it, and we got a chance to play like a really early alpha version of the game. I got a chance to play basically that same build again at TwitchCon, but they're saying some new things are coming. They're going to show off some changes to the battle system, and I'm just really excited to kind of see how that game has evolved from Divinity Original Sin 2 built on the bones of the first game and actually become a game in its own right. I can't wait to see what they've done with that. I'm really excited for that.
Terrific.
And then also a turn-based RPG, because apparently that's all I care about at PAX this year, is a game from Square Enix called I Am Setsuna. And this is a old school RPG. They're saying it's basically like Chrono Trigger. And if you tell me Square Enix is making a modern day Chrono Trigger, I want to play that game.
I mean, it makes you wonder why don't they just make Chrono Trigger, because that's obviously one of their licenses, but...
Yeah, it's a little confusing. But
like, is it the same kind of setting, futuristic fantasy?
Yeah, it looks sort of like that. I think it leans a little more on the fantasy side of things, but it's kind of this cryptic thing, and they announced right off the bat that it was coming to PlayStation 4 and Steam. So it's exciting that it's another JRPG that's getting hopefully a simultaneous release. We don't have a release date yet, but at least announced simultaneously for PC and console.
Great. Well, outside of those slower turn-based games, Tom, I got 2 requests for you at PAX, because I got a couple things that I heard were coming at PAX, and they're going to be playable for the first time. I love competitive multiplayer games. Mirage Arcane Warfare, which is essentially the spiritual follow-up to Chivalry, of course, big breakout first-person multiplayer game hit from a couple years ago, from Torn Banner Studios up in Canada. Really looking forward to this. Amazing surrealistic art style, so it looks so different from even stuff like Overwatch, which is already very colorful. It's kind of an Arabian look, a lot of its character design and level design, so terrifically gory, crazy ragdoll, really messy, fun, and original looking, which I think is great. So there's so many of these first-person competitive kind of hero games out there, and this is deviating from that a little bit. That's refreshing. But slightly more, I'm really looking forward to Rising Storm 2, one of our favorite multiplayer games in the past 5 years, I would say. The sequel to that, going to be playable at the first time at PAX East. I need you or Tyler to go play that, please, because I'm not going to be there, but I really need to know what it's like. If you look back at the first game, just terrific mixture of like authenticity, asymmetry more than anything. You had the Japanese forces in Rising Storm 1, where they could do stuff like bonsai charge and draw their swords and march into battle, and sort of it would affect this debuff based on how many people were bonsai charging. So they had portable artillery and just all these like really unique concepts. So definitely looking forward to those 2 games. You could promise to check those out for me, Tom.
Yeah, I definitely will. It'll be interesting to see how Rising Storm has kind of changed up the formula now, because the shooter market has sort of shifted since the first game came out. So it'll be interesting to see if they've adapted to that or kind of stuck to their roots.
For sure. All right, anything else, Tom?
I don't know. I'm excited to jump on Total War Warhammer. I think that game, it looks really interesting and weird and is not turn-based, so at least I got that going for me.
Great, yeah, definitely going to be one of the biggest games of the year we expect, and all of our coverage so far has been pretty positive. But yeah, looking forward to your dispatches from PAX. All this, later this weekend, I guess. We'll start seeing some of that stuff on youtube.com/PCGamer and, of course, on our website, PCGamer.com. See you there.